What is going on? Jordan Sherwood here for your UFC Vegas 6 preview. It's Saturday night, heavyweight tilt. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle, Wood1063. You can also get my picks, FatJackSports.com. We think Derek Lewis wins the heavyweight fight against Alexei Oleinik. We feel like Alexei Oleinik, because of his stand-up, because, he comes in shin high and throws some, lingering shots to get in either on that body double or that double leg takedown to get Lewis to the ground. That is not a good formula going up against Derek Lewis, who has 18 finishes, and I believe 10 of them within the first round. Speaking of within the first round, we do have a selection at FatCheckSports.com on the over-under. So go there if you want our pick. It's one of our 4 selections for UFC on Vegas 6. I had to look this up. Alexei Oleinik has 45 first round finishes. 45 first round finishes. That's insane. A guy that's won in the last 4 decades, and he lives locally here in Parkland. So I don't want to shout too much about my pick of Derek Lewis, considering the boa constrictor might hear me. Not really, but end of the day, great heavyweight fight. Certainly with Miocic and Cormier fighting for a third time following Saturday, perhaps with a win either by Oleinik or by Lewis, gets them one step closer. Don't think a title shot is on the line, but certainly, each guy gets into the realm of conversation. So it's what you believe. Does Derek Lewis get the knockout, or does Oleinik get this fight to the ground, where he'll have a distinct advantage? Lewis has only been submitted once in his mixed martial arts career, but has a tendency just to rely on strength to get himself back up. Probably not a formula for success against a guy like Oleinik. In the co-main event, we are picking a winner in that fight, so go to FatCheckSports.com. Whatever way you're leaning, are you leaning towards Chris Weidman, believing that he'll have the size advantage, he'll have the reach advantage, he'll have the striking advantage, and he's been able to, at times out-grapple smaller fighters like Amari Akhmedov will be. But Chris Weidman is 1-5 in his last 6 fights. In that one win, he was knocked down against Kelvin Gastelum, and that chin has not been the same. So this is his first fight back at 185 pounds after a brutal finish going up to 205 at the hands of Dominic Reyes. Amari Akhmedov, since moving up to middleweight, is unbeaten. He's 8-0-1 in his last 9 fights. Has experience against guys that have grappling credentials, are bigger, larger athletes like Ian Heinisch, but this will be the biggest test of his mixed martial arts career. He does have, the training at American Top Team is helping him out a ton, but should be a very interesting fight. We also have a pick in the Tim Means Loreno Strapoli fight. Even though both guys missed weight, so go to FatCheckSports.com for our opinion there. And we also have an opinion on the Beneil Dariush and Scott Holtzman fight. So those are our 4 selections, winners in both of those fights. The one that I'm going out at and I'm releasing for free, and it's questionable by a lot of other handicappers out there, and rightly so. We're picking Andrew Sanchez to upset Wellington Turman. We believe that Sanchez's ability to keep the fight standing, he's never been taken down in his UFC career. He is 2-3. He kind of just outgrinds, out-grapples guys, and Wellington Turman, certainly a grappler. But in the losses that Sanchez has faced, he's been knocked down and hurt. He's been finishing 2 of those 3 losses, but he's been knocked down, hurt, and hurt by guys that pace very well. We don't suspect that to be the case with Turman, and he needs to get this fight to the ground against a guy that never gets taken down to the ground, at least in his UFC career. So that's why we do believe that Andrew Sanchez gets the upset. Real quick, Bellator tonight. So if you get a chance to watch this before Friday night's fights, Benson Henderson, slight underdog. We like him to win the main event against Michael Chandler, but as a slight underdog. And we also like Timothy Johnson, who upset Matt Mitrione. So we're going with underdogs in the main event and the co-main event. All right, now to the news of the day. Cody Garbrandt gets a shot at the flyweight champion Deiveson Figueiredo come November. What the hell is going on? I get name value, and it's now all the MMA analysts out there and handicappers out there are saying there's no point of arguing it because it just happens all the time in this sport. So, yeah, it'll be a better promoted fight than one against like Brandon Moreno, but it doesn't make sense. Cody Garbrandt is 1-3 in his last 4 fights. He was knocked out in all 3 of those fights, and he's never fought at flyweight. Yet he gets a chance to become a 2-divisional champion against Deiveson Figueiredo come November. We're telling it right now. Figueiredo wins that fight. He wins that fight. We're picking him right now. So lock it in right now, especially if you get whatever odds you get it at. You take him. Don't understand it. Don't get it. Just going to have to live with it. So anyways, 4 fights picks for tomorrow night, fatjacksports.com, Wood on 1063. Enjoy the fights.